What is up guys, this is Tito back with another video on the Redmi Note 7 Pro, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you the latest ZenX OS on this device. And this, as you can see, is the about section of this particular ROM, and here on top we have the ZenX OS logo, and here as you can see this is based on Android 10 of course. And if you notice the ZenX version here, it says 1.7, and the security patch is of July 5th and not quite August yet. And as you can see, this is the first August 2020 build. The stock kernel here is Hydra Plus, and here is the build number. And in the system panel, as you can see, this is how it looks like. If you go into the settings, I can select check over here, but it says download problem for some reason. And in the system panel, as you can see, we have the Google keyboard as default keyboard. So you should not worry about your privacy over here because the Google keyboard is pretty safe in my opinion. There are two variants of this particular ROM. Let me show you. I have downloaded from this XDA thread. I'll link it below in the description. All the download links and stuff. You should not worry about that. This is the ZenX logo, I guess. And as you can see, there are two versions, which is the GApps include version, and one is without GApps, which is the vanilla version. Here I have used the GApps version or the GApps included version. We have some install notes here. You can follow this, or you can follow this particular video guide over here to flash this particular ROM. So this is how the home screen section looks like, and to the left of the home screen we still have the Google's Discover page, and this is the Pixel launcher by default. And here swiping down gets you to the notification panel and stuff. And as you can see here, we do have this OnePlus kind of clear all button. If you're noticing, if I tap it, as you can see, this is how it clears all the notification. Looks quite good. So swiping down on the home screen gets you to the notification panel, and the widgets and stuff are working fine. Swiping up gets you to the app drawer, simply working fine, but there is no double tap to sleep anywhere on the home screen because this is a Pixel launcher, but I don't have a problem with that. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this stock launcher. The stock camera here is kind of disappointing in my opinion because this is the old kind of Google camera, and as you can see, it is already stuck. For some reason, it's just not working. I switch to the front camera, and right now as you can see, the front camera is actually working, but if I switch to the back camera, it kind of freezes sometimes, that I have noticed, but right now as you can see, it is working, and yes, it works for simple pictures. So let me show you some more things over here. This is how the quick setting panel looks like, and you can edit and add multiple toggles from here too. But in my opinion, this is quite limited because as you can see, there is the screen record option, but I cannot simply see the FPS info option. Maybe it's just my eyes. We do have the screen recording option, so let me show you which screen recorder is this. This is how it looks like. You can change the bitrate from here. Then we have the audio source changing option to internal or the microphone audio. Then we have some show touches on screen and stuff, those kind of options. So yeah, that's pretty much what you get with the screen recorder. Let me show you some more things in the settings panel. In the Zen Hub, we get all the customizations. And here inside the Zen Hub, this is how it looks like. Well, in my opinion, this customization panel looks pretty unique. And inside status bar, we have the brightness control. So you can still control the brightness by just sliding a finger on the status bar, just like this. As you can see, you can simply do this and adjust the brightness. So that is a pretty cool feature in my opinion. And here, if you are noticing, we have the double tap to sleep. So on the status bar, you can just straight away double tap to sleep and it will lock the device. Here we have the clock customization and then icon style over here. You can change it to circle, dotted circle, etc. Then we have the battery percentage. You can change it to next to the icon and stuff. Then battery bar option is there. Show network traffic and stuff is there. We have the status bar logo option. You can set a custom logo over here if you want to. Notification count for status bar is there. Then we have the 4G icon, data disabled icon, VoLTE icon, and you can choose from these many VoLTE icons. There is also the VO Wi-Fi icon. I don't have a SIM card in this device, but yes, you can have the VO Wi-Fi working mostly if your SIM card supports it. So that pretty much works. And here, as you can see, we have these many VO Wi-Fi icons too. Then inside status bar items, we have this headset, Bluetooth, etc. icons here. And you can choose this NFC too. For some reason, I don't know why it's there, because this device simply does not have NFC. And in the quick settings panel, we have this column and row number customization. Then inside header image, we have the header image selecting option. You can choose any header image if you want to. And there is the gradient header option, then R style notification. I don't know what it is. Here we have the quick setting blur and stuff, then opacity control for the quick settings, then quick pull down, smart pull down, both are there. Then slider position, you can change it to top, bottom or hidden. And then we have the quick setting header font size. Then we have the quick setting system kind of thing where you have the hide option by default. You can change it to battery estimates and stuff. Then we have the system info and the quick setting label tint. Then we have the data usage in the quick setting footer over here. If you want to have that, like MIUI, you can see the data usage, how much data you have used per day or monthly, I guess. Then we have the footer security info and something like that. Let me go back. Like right now, if I go back from here, as you can see, it just goes straight back to the settings panel. This is what I do not like. If you are in a customization panel, you just cannot simply go back to the like this previous panel over here, like this one. So this is what sucks in my opinion. Like right now I am going over here. If I go back like this, it goes back to the settings, and right now if I go back with this, it goes to the settings again. So you cannot simply go back to that particular like area of the customizations if you're in a customization. This is what I'm noticing. It is kind of annoying in my opinion. We have the blink for incoming call and stuff inside notifications. Then charging LED notification ticker is there. Then we have the hide smart replies and stuff, disable force close notification. Then we have the replace clear all button and stuff, and then heads up notification, you can disable that too. Now let me go over here. Inside lock screen we do have the double tap to sleep, music visualizer and stuff, info widget is there, lock screen animation is there for some reason, and then we have the charging info, then charging animation and stuff is there. Yes, 18-watt fast charging is working fine. Pocket detection does work fine, you should not worry about that. You can enable the status bar and quick setting panel, you can enable or disable that for the lock screen. Inside ambient display we do have the edge lighting option. You can customly change the edge lighting color, so that is good. And here we have the edge lighting duration, light like repeat count and stuff, then the light repeat mode, everything you can change pretty much. Now let's go into the navigation settings. Here we have the navigation bar, the pulse mode, and then we have the arrow keys, system navigation gestures. This is where you use the Android 10 kind of gesture. And as you can see, if I go into the settings, the pill bar, you can change the size to long, and that is why this pill bar looks quite long here. And let me go back. We have the, of course, like I missed it, the 2 and 3 button navigation. Of course we have those. Inside gestures we have this 3-finger screenshot gesture. So this is how you take a screenshot, and as you can see, this is the Asus kind of 3-finger screenshot gesture, where you do get the long screenshot edit and share and delete option. If we go back, we have the arrow animation, then long swipe type option is there, and then you can set the long swipe from left or right, like any action you can choose from here, and you can choose to these many actions. We have the haptic feedback, I have disabled it I guess. In the power menu we do have this blur power menu option, so if I enable this right now, and as you can see in the power menu it just blurs the background, looks quite cool in my opinion. Then we have the advanced reboot, and you can enable it from here, and advanced reboot in lock screen too, you can enable that. So right now as you can see from here, I can tap here and I can directly reboot to recovery or fast boot, or just reboot the system UI. And you can also change the blur intensity from here, so that's really cool. You get like a lot of customizations here. Let's move to the volume panel. Here you can change the timeout of the volume panel, and you can customize some things. And here is how the volume panel looks like. You can expand it just like this, nothing special, looks pretty much stock Android. Let me go over here in the user interface. This is how it looks like. We have the dark theme, and then we have the styles and wallpaper section. This is how it looks like, and we have some lock screen clocks too, so that's cool. And inside wallpapers we only get this particular wallpaper by default, looks cool. And over here we also get some live wallpapers too, so that is good. These are pre-downloaded, you don't have to download them separately, so that is good. And here as you can see, these wallpapers you can use, these are pre-downloaded live wallpapers. Now we have the switch style, you can change it to Telegram and stuff if you want to. These are the toggle kind of thing. And then we have the status bar dual row if you want to have that. Then we have this settings dashboard kind of thing. Icon type you can change it to animated or solid. Then inside screen we have the framework values. You can have some status bar padding if you want to, if it's too much to the corners for you. Here in the animations we have this kind of like whole UI animation are present here, and quick setting tile animation is there too, and then toast animation and stuff is there. Inside MISC we have the wake device and stuff. Charging animation is there, of course. You can disable both if you want to, and gaming mode is there, so you can use that. Then we have the adaptive playback, then screenshot type, you can change that for some reason if you want to. Then we have the SL Linux mode, and here in the battery settings we have some smart pixel suspend action and stuff. Now inside device parts, if I click here, it just like goes back to the settings. As you can see, it just force stops the settings sometimes, so this bug is there. Now in the battery settings, here is how it looks like, and we have this ultra power saving mode here too, and battery temperature shows on the bottom. Then we have the screen on time, and in my opinion the screen on time should be pretty great. You can get 7 to 8 hours of screen on time with this ROM, no issues. The battery life should be great. And here we have the normal battery saver and stuff, then adaptive or auto kind of battery is there. Let me go back. We have the display settings. We still have these kind of animations everywhere in the UI. You can change the brightness level from here if you want to. Then adaptive or auto brightness is definitely there. Night light mode is there, so you can turn it on and make the display yellowish if you want to. Let me go back. We have the screen timeout and lock screen timeout separately, so you can choose them both separately. And screen attention mode is there. If you're looking like not looking at the screen, it will reduce the brightness or something. And we have the display calibration mode. And let me go back. We have the display size, screensaver and stuff. Double tap to wake is there, and display cutout, you can change the cutout of the corners and stuff, or for the notch, I guess. Let me go back, and if you're wondering where is the like accent color thing, well, that you will find, let me show you, inside the styles and wallpapers. Here you have to go to style and create a custom theme, and from here you can choose whatever you want. Then we get the accent colors here. So this is how you get accent colors. So you can choose the accent color and create a custom theme and apply that. So that's how you get the accent colors here. Just a reminder. And here in the sound settings, let me show you, this is how it looks like. These animations everywhere in the UI looks very cool in my opinion. We have this Mi sound enhancer or the Mi audio DRAC, and you can choose it to youth edition. The sound output via the headphone jack and Bluetooth as well should be pretty good. You should not worry about it. We have the media call, etc. volume control from here. Then we have the ringtone changing option, of course. Then the dial pad tone, screen locking sound, etc. you can disable. Then we have the vibration and haptics, and from here you can have the in-call vibration and stuff. Then vibrate for notification, etc. Ringtone vibration pattern, you can change it from here. Here in the security, let me show you, we do have the face unlock, but of course there is no app lock over here. Now let me show you the fingerprint scanner speed quickly. And as you can see, it unlocks, but if you notice, it increased the brightness. Like, let me show you. I decreased the brightness over here, and I'm double tapping on the status bar. Right now, if I use the fingerprint scanner, as you can see, it increases the brightness. So this thing is there that the brightness just increases whenever you're unlocking. But yes, the unlocking speed over here is pretty great, and it works 100% of the time, and it is very fast like experience over here unlocking with the fingerprint scanner, no issues. Let me show you again up close. I'm just tapping the fingerprint scanner, and as you can see, it is unlocked. So yeah, the fingerprint scanner is very reliable and fast over here. That is not a problem. Now let me show you the face unlock speed over here. So right now I'm just about to like set up the face unlock. So now I'll just double tap on the status bar and double tap to wake. And as you can see, it unlocks using the face unlock because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 fingers over here. So I'm not tapping the fingerprint scanner. Let me show you again. And as you can see, it unlocks with the face unlock. Let me do it again. And it unlocks again. So yeah, the face unlock speed is super fast. You should not worry about it. Here, as you can see, wideband security level shows as L1. So that means you can use Netflix or Amazon Prime in 1080p here. Safety net test simply fails. So you cannot really set up your Google Pay or something if you want to. So that is one bummer about this. You simply cannot use banking apps, at least right out of the box. And I have tested this like LED RGB remote app for the IR blaster present on the device, and the IR blaster actually does work fine. If I tap here, will it catch in the camera? As you can see, IR blaster is actually working. So yeah, that's not a problem. Now let me open some of the apps and show you guys the app of speeds and the RAM management. Now let's open Facebook, Twitter, Play Store, this Google Home. Now let's open YouTube. Now let's open all these apps from memory again, and as you can see, all the apps do stay in memory, and I can scroll just like this, and yeah, all the apps do stay in memory, and the memory management should be pretty good. As you can see, the animations does not get choppy even if you open some apps, and yeah, they are still in memory and working great. So the memory management and app speeds are pretty fine here. And here is the Geekbench code of this ROM. And one thing to mention here, that this is really good in the G-Apps variant, that you can swipe from any corner to trigger Google Assistant. Whenever you are like in any app, it will still work, as you can see. So yeah, this is a pretty handy feature if you're someone who uses Google Assistant a lot. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel down there if you have not yet. This is Tito from KD and Tech signing off for today, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye now.